Macris tests the system.
You can go now.
The subject is tracked by camera 1. He walks out of view. But thanks to the computer program, camera 2 finds him, and then camera 3. The cameras are talking to each other. That's just the beginning. Now, let's up the ante. What if the cameras could not just track him, but identify him and pick him out of a data bank? Henning Daum and his team are on the verge of making this possible with an ingenious face recognition system.
With regular 2D images like these, the actual identification of a person is nearly impossible. Let's take this image as an example. The person is looking down and is lit from the side. In this picture, the same person is looking up and lit more strongly. It's very difficult to identify a person on the basis of these two images as the same one.
We need a new technique.
Ja, genau.
Daum starts with a conventional headshot. Then, he projects horizontal lines onto the face for 1/3 of a second. The shape of the head distorts the line pattern. And the computer uses the distortion to construct a virtual plaster cast, a 3D likeness. Once the likeness is entered into a database, the subject can be identified, regardless of camera angle or lighting conditions. So what's the trick?
Instead of using a normal 2D image like this one, we use the distance from the camera to create our own image of the face based on depth, much like a 3D mask. Then, if we have an existing mask of her face stored in our database, we compare the two by placing one into the other.
50 years from now, facial scanning may be perfected. But by then, surveillance cameras won't be the only game in town. We'll also have smaller, more sophisticated technologies called biometrics that identify people by their unique physical characteristics. The most familiar form is fingerprinting. It's been around for over 100 years. But newer technologies promise far more secure and sophisticated methods to identify people. Iris scanning, voice recognition, skin scans, instant DNA testing. 50 years from now, between intelligent surveillance cameras and biometric identification, fugitives will have no place to hide.